This is the question that has taken over the internet for the last 6 months. Are Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton, or as the internet has already started calling them Kimilton, actually serious? Or is this just another glossy summer romance that burns out by autumn? One of them runs a billion-dollar media empire built on Skims, her shapewear brand that crossed $1 billion in valuation and turned her into a legitimate entrepreneur. The other is a 7-time Formula One world champion who spent nearly a decade refusing to talk about his personal life at all. And somehow, quietly, between Los Angeles, London, and racetracks around the world, they became the most talked about couple in celebrity culture right now. Before we get into the evidence, if you like honest breakdowns that separate what is actually confirmed from what is just tabloid noise, subscribe, because that is exactly what this channel does with every story like this one. So let me lay out what we really know, and then I will give you my honest read on whether this is the real thing. Start with the history, because it matters. Kim and Lewis are not strangers who met last spring. They were first photographed together back in September 2014 at the GQ Men of the Year Awards in London. At the time, she was married to Kanye West, and he was in his long on and off relationship with the singer Nicole Scherzinger. For years after that, they kept crossing paths at the same high-profile events, always friendly, always with other people. Friends say that slow burn is exactly why this feels different for Kim now, coming after a messy divorce and a very public, very short romance with Pete Davidson. Then came 2026, and the pace picked up fast. In late January, one outlet reported that the two spent what it called a very romantic night at Estelle Manor, a private estate in the Cotswolds, complete with heavy security and a dinner away from other guests. That claim was never confirmed by either of them, so hold it lightly. But days later, in early February, they were photographed sitting side by side in a luxury suite at the Super Bowl. After that came Coachella, where they were seen together watching Justin Bieber perform. Then Monaco, where Lewis was racing for Scuderia Ferrari in the 2026 Monaco Grand Prix, and the two were spotted celebrating on a yacht after the race. For two people who understand exactly how fast the internet spins a story, this was a very loud, soft launch. The moment it stopped being rumor came on the 1st of June. Kim posted an Instagram carousel captioned simply, "Lately." In it, she and Lewis are riding bikes together along the West Side Highway in New York. Fans immediately gave them the nickname Kimilton, and the comments filled up with people saying the two looked genuinely happy. That was the hard launch. No press release, no interview, just a photo. In Kim's world, a photo is the confirmation. But here is the first thing that made me take this seriously, and it has nothing to do with Kim. It is Lewis. This is a man who, for a decade, treated his private life like a locked vault. Back at the start of the year, when a reporter in Bahrain asked about Kim, his answer was blunt. "It is my private life," he said. "I am not talking about that." He has admitted more than once that he learned the hard way what happens when your relationship becomes public property ever since his split from Scherzinger back in 2015. He once said he had not been in a serious long-term relationship in nearly 10 years because racing always came first. And it is worth noting that right now he is in the middle of a genuine title fight, currently sitting second in the 2026 championship behind Kimi Antonelli, driving for Scuderia Ferrari in what many are calling the most competitive season in years. A man under that kind of pressure does not open up his personal life unless it means something real. And then, at Silverstone in early July, that vault cracked open. Standing on stage with other drivers ahead of the British Grand Prix, a fan pointed out that he seemed happier lately and asked if a girlfriend might be the reason. Lewis laughed and said, "Yeah, that's a good one." When the conversation turned directly to Kim, he did not shut it down like before. Instead, he said it was amazing to have her there, and then he added a line that stuck with a lot of people. "She does that for me every day." For a man that guarded, choosing to say that out loud, in public, is not a small thing. Now the second piece, and honestly this is the one that matters most. The kids. According to multiple reports, Lewis has already been spending time around Kim's children, North, Saint, Chicago, and Sam West. One account described a private birthday celebration at Nobu, Malibu, with Lewis, his mother, and Kim's mother, Kris Jenner, alongside 3 of Kim's 4 kids. That same report claimed Kris is a big fan of the relationship, describing Lewis as a sweet guy who is perfect for Kim. And then, over the 4th of July, TMZ reported that Lewis joined Kim and her children for a getaway in Idaho, where he was photographed riding dirt bikes with the kids and posing for family selfies. And if the latest reports are right, the two are also planning to attend the 2026 World Cup together, which, if it happens, would be their most high-profile public appearance yet as a couple. Here is why that carries weight. Kim Kardashian is famously protective of her children's privacy, and sources say she is very selective about who she lets near North, Saint, Chicago, and Salm. Introducing a partner to your kids is one threshold. Letting that be seen and reported in her media-saturated universe is a completely different level of commitment. That is not the behavior of someone just testing the waters. So that is the case for yes. But let me be fair, because there is a real case for slowing down. First, a lot of the juiciest details here, the husband material claims, the reports about tension, the cozy dinners, come from unnamed insiders and entertainment outlets, not from Kim or Lewis. That does not make them false, but it does mean we should treat them as gossip until proven otherwise. Second, Kim's romantic history is a tabloid staple. She has been married 3 times, and her relationships have a way of moving quickly and publicly, and then ending just as fast. In her own words, things change really quickly. Third, some reports suggest friction under the surface, claiming Kim has no interest in shrinking herself into a racing girlfriend or rearranging her life around a Grand Prix calendar. And when a viral moment had fans convinced the pair had unfollowed each other on Instagram, it turned out to be nothing. They never followed each other in the first place. That is a good reminder of how much of this story is people reading meaning into pixels. So, my honest opinion, I think this is more serious than anything Kim has been in since her divorce, and I do not say that because of the yacht photos or the anonymous quotes. I say it because of the 2 things that are hard to fake. A famously private man broke his own decade-long rule to acknowledge her in public. And a famously protective mother let him into the one part of her life she guards the most: her kids, North, Saint, Chicago, and Sam. Those are not publicity stunts. Those are choices. But serious and permanent are not the same thing. Nobody has said the word marriage on the record, and it is still early days. So here is where I land. This looks real, it looks genuine, and it is the healthiest looking relationship Kim has been in for years. Whether it lasts is a different question, and anyone who tells you they already know the answer to that is guessing. What do you think? Is Kimilton the one that finally sticks? Or do the racing calendar and the spotlight eventually pull it apart? Tell me in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.